The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have extra funny with TJ and Riggins.
I'm looking to get home pretty quickly today because I'm going to have to take a nap. I didn't sleep last night very much at all.
Oh, no.
Because I forgot to take my sleep medicine. You know, I have the same routine every night. And I was up in the middle of the night, and I was, up and down, and it hit me. Oh, I didn't take my sleep medicine.
Oh,
so
no.
I have a disorder. I don't just, dope myself up to go to sleep at night.
Oh, I do.
If anybody's wondering.
With the Benadryl. Question, do you have to take it before a nap?
No, not. I have to have 6 hours. So that's why if I wake up at midnight and go, oh, I forgot to take it, I can't then take it because I got to be up in 3 hours.
Gotcha.
Or less. So I just have to.
Damn early for it.
Just have to do it.
I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't peeping on your phone, but I saw your alarm.
Yeah.
The other day. Why was a 1 the first number?
Yeah.
That's it. That's insane.
I got to walk the dog in the morning, and then I like reading the news and stuff. So, yeah, I like getting up super early.
That's what time I went to bed half the time in my 20s.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
just different now.
I'm 2 or 2:30 most of the time.
What?
Yeah.
I'll be sleeping at the last minute. I'm about to wear my makeup to bed and just tuck and roll out.
But yeah, and then Jody's got a hair appointment today, and so she'll be out doing her thing. And if I take a nap, I don't have to hear, why are you so tired? Well, and then if I say I forgot to take my sleep medicine, she'll go, what? You need to handle your business, or get your mind out of that TV. You probably can't wait to get in there and start watching TV in the bed when you're supposed to be sleeping. Or, get out of that phone. You can pay attention to what you're doing. It's always something like that. So
It's those murders you're watching.
yeah, murder. Get murder off your mind.
Get murder off your mind.
So then when I'm not watching murder shows, I will get on to old comedies that I, used to love. Now that I can watch them, no commercials and just straight through, and it's kind of mindless, whatever. Then she criticizes that. My God, are you watching Cheers again?
You can't win.
No. Because I'm watching murder. That's why you can't sleep. You're watching murder. Turn that TV off. Like if she has to come in the room for something after I first go in there. And then she goes, well, I came to bed last night and I heard, I could hear through the wall. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows you. I heard your little Cheers song in here when you're supposed to be asleep.
Do you ever
put me to sleep.
Do you ever feel pressured to lie when she confronts you with one of those questions? Like, because I'm scared of authority. I always have been. So if like somebody confronts me about something, I'd freak out. So I'd be like, no, I wasn't watching. You don't?
No, I don't. And most of the time now, I don't even answer. I don't respond because she'll come in and throw all that out. And it's like it's like a defense attorney or a prosecutor, and you're on the stand and they start firing all these questions at you, but they don't give you time to answer or explain.
Yeah.
So now I'm just like,
you just ignore it.
yeah. So why are you watching Cheers again? How many times have you seen this? And and then I would go, well, I haven't seen it in years. It's mindless. I'm not concentrating on it. I would try to do that before, and she would already be out of the room.
She's not looking for
she's
an answer.
She's not looking for an answer. So I don't know why she asks questions. She just should come in and make statements. You're an idiot. You're stupid. You need to do what I say you need to do.
Yeah.
Turn that TV off, whatever.
Yeah.
So you just let her get it out of her system.
Yeah.
Now that we're talking about this, she would be a perfect prosecutor. She missed her calling.
Yeah.
Because I could see her in
Just
there
grilling.
like, Lincoln Lawyer, here we are. Love it.
I do love that show.
I do too.
I haven't seen the new ones yet, though. You know why? Because it's too heavy. I've been trying to watch light stuff.
Not all that murder.
I've been trying to watch Light Days.
Is it the movie TV version of the movie?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. It's really good.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
He's
does
so
it
cute.
Matthew McConaughey in it?
No, it's a Mexican fella.
I've never seen the movie.
He's the movie's great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, he's a sexy Mexican fella, suave,
So cute.
debonair.
I'm a sexy Mexican.
Very demure.
And Nev Campbell plays in it. She
Yeah.
plays his ex-wife. She's a prosecutor. He's a defense attorney.
Good for her.
And I like the ex. Well, she gets on my nerves sometimes, but the
Yeah.
ex-wife.
That works as his secretary
Yeah.
or assistant or whatever.
But it's a good show.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
It is.
I'm trying to think of the new. I don't think it's that. I think some of it's lighthearted. I don't think it's that intense, but maybe
what?
for what you're going for.
Lincoln,
saying-
like, well, see, and if it's a drama like that, I will get sucked up into it, and
Yeah.
that's when I'll just end up being on my ass all day, just
Yeah.
watching.
I get that.
But the best attorney show that I think I've ever seen is the first season of Goliath with Billy Bob Thornton. But this is a good. I like attorney shows, cop shows, and comedies.
Crime and comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the double C.
My mom might have a recommendation. When I left after Christmas, we had like kids over and there was food and it was like a whole big thing. So when I left, she was like, your father's going to play golf. I'm going to eat my Christmas cookies and I'm going to watch the new season of Virgin River on Netflix.
Jody loves Virgin.
Same.
And then I said, oh, what is that? Is that like a girl show? She always says the same thing. She's like, it's like a stupid show.
Yeah.
It's like a stupid thing.
Yeah.
But she was so looking forward to that as a way of sort of mindless entertainment, I guess.
I think that it is a better production and more professional looking Hallmark type show, isn't it?
Yes.
It's way better production, way better acting and all of that, but it's that type of show.
It's very hallmarky. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And mindless, but also heartwarming.
It's not like smutty or anything.
No.
Yeah, because my mom wouldn't watch like a, gratuitous thing like that. So I was like, oh, it just
Yeah,
must
like
be
so
dumb.
like everybody goes down to the river to lose their virginity.
Yeah, that's how I
That's why
picture
it's
it.
called Virgin River.
Yeah, I mean, it's got virgin in the name. I was like, that's an odd name for a show, but I
got
figured,
some suspense, like murders, but not many.
yeah.
So it's like probably like a drama that is directed by a woman and produced by women. Right?
Correct.
So there's not a lot of, blood and violence and things like that.
Okay.
The stuff that I like.
Yeah, there's no blood. It's a murder where like you don't see it happen. You just know it happened because they're talking about it.
I don't know what the show was that we watched. It may have been that Fool Me Once show.
Yes.
With that really pretty British woman. And it was a murder type mystery show, and it was a woman murder show because they didn't show much violence at all, really.
She was cute too. The main character, she was pretty.
And usually British women aren't.
Right.
Oh, she is pretty.
Not as, but she was.
Not as pretty as what?
Because the dental, I'll be honest, their dental work isn't up to standards.
Because it's government controlled.
Yeah, so I think that's the main.
Yeah, if you can find a rare British woman that has had her teeth fixed and all, I guess they could be pretty. But this one's pretty even by American standards.
Gorgeous.
She's pretty by like Brazilian standards
She's
to me.
beautiful.
She's
Right?
beautiful. Yeah,
Unbelievable.
That was a good
beautiful.
show.
yeah. But again,
Wow.
it was no Mayor of Kingstown. See, now
Kyle loves that.
that's
show.
the type of show that I like.
That's too. You're getting too aggressive there,
Yeah.
right?
And I love it. Love the violence and all of that. The realism of it. But once it gets gory, I have to look away.
Sure.
I can take the violence. I can't take the blood.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm with you on that.
And Jody tells me when I can look.
Now that is funny.
I swear, because I mean, she doesn't get queasy by blood and guts and all of that, like I do. So I'll just say, she'll sit there the whole time and she's going, "Don't look, no, don't, oh my God, don't look, don't look."
You're like a kid. You're like hands over your eyes.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen head explode like that. Don't look.
Don't look.
Ooh, and she'll do that, and then she'll go, "Okay, you can look."
She's basically narrating
Oh
the
my
whole
gosh,
thing.
they turned him inside out. Don't look.
Oh my God, blood everywhere, blood everywhere.
And she could have it going for a lot longer, just to keep, play a joke on me. it could already be off of that scene,
probably
and
is.
she could say, "Don't look! Oh
Yeah.
my God! Oh!" And then it could be in a commercial. Or something.
Yep.
He's wearing the body like a hat. Don't look.
I didn't know he could dig that far into somebody.
More extra funny next.
Hey, it's Lindsay from the TJ and Riggins Show. I love R. Gregory Jewelers in Statesville, mainly because they have so many different options. You can find diamonds, fashion jewelry, anything for this holiday season. So make sure to tell your loved ones to check out R. Gregory Jewelers in Statesville. Go to tjriggins.com/diamonds for directions. At R. Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. A TJ Riggins Prime button to get to invitations, links, and all the great Prime Plus exclusive content. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Hey Charlotte, ready to enjoy a chef-prepared meal using delicious seasonal ingredients without ever having to leave your home? Table and Twine is the answer. Have a world-class dining experience without ever leaving your house. Learn more at tjriggins.com/table and twine.
Welcome to Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins.
Earlier today, we were talking about Myrtle Beach for some reason. And, we live in the Charlotte area, so a lot of people go to Myrtle Beach from here if they go on vacation or fun times. And it's known as being a fun place. Like it's not held up as, let's say, the Hamptons would be. It's considered a, common man's. I don't want to say redneck Riviera because that phrase is just so overly used.
No.
But it's,
It's not snobby.
it's inexpensive and a lot. You can go there and not spend a lot of money. But you can go there and also spend a lot of money. I mean, there's North Myrtle Beach, which is a little more upscale than Myrtle Beach, or is it a lot more upscale? I don't know. I've never been.
There's some bougie places over there, but
Yeah.
I call it, if people aren't familiar with it and they're from up north, a southern version of the Jersey Shore. Would you say like a southern version?
Yeah, that might be accurate.
Because there's like a boardwalk. There's
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah. It's like you would say maybe Gatlinburg on the water.
Sure.
Yeah.
Touristy and
Well, we used to be on a radio station there. It was one of our affiliates, and the radio station would bring us in to do appearances and things and meet the listeners that we had there and all that kind of thing. And I was just saying, hey, you remember? I said, Lindsay, did you work with us when we would go do those affiliate trips to Myrtle Beach and they'd put us up in those terrible hotels and all that? And she and Rob weren't part of the show back then. And they'd never heard the story about the guy that I encountered in the elevator of this hotel. So we were headed out. First of all, when we checked in the hotel, it's right on the beach. And they made us put a deposit down. Each person had to put a deposit down to get a remote control for the TV. Because you think that the guests had been there, they'd had experienced enough of the guests throwing them off the balcony or, being uncouth and uncivilized and that sort of thing. So right away, it's not really, they're not pampering us by any means.
Sure.
And then we get into the room and there was one towel hanging on the rack in the bathroom and it was stiff, like it had been rinsed and wrung out and then hung over the thing. So had to try to get some more towels and I may have cut myself on one of them.
It was so hard.
Yeah.
Towel cut.
So we were in this van and that's what we would go to and fro, the appearances that we had to do. And we got in the van and I forgot my phone in the room. So I said, let me run up to the room. I'll be right back. So I run to the elevator, and just as I'm stepping on the elevator, nobody else is on it. This guy stumbles in, clearly drunk as hell, just waddles in to the elevator and kind of just collapses against the wall, the back wall of the elevator. And in the elevator, there are these big mats that have holes in them for people who are dripping out of the pool or, whatever, keeps you from slipping in the elevator. Well, he looked like he had either just taken the steps out of the water and walked right into the elevator, either from the ocean or from the pool. I mean, he didn't try to towel off one iota. He's and his eyes are closed. And I said, what floor are you going to, man? And he, managed to get it at 10, man. And he was on the verge of passing out.
Oh my God.
So I'm standing there in the elevator with this guy, and all of a sudden I hear water running. And I look over at him, and he's got this look of relief on his face.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And he is peeing all over himself and all over that elevator, just like,
You are kidding.
Yeah.
Like, and didn't take the pants off, obviously.
No, just like if he were lying in the bed, he would have wet the bed.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Please what did you do?
I just stood there and looked at him, and then I started looking down, and thank God that mat was there, because all of that went under the mat, and I wasn't having to step in it or wade, step over it.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. And I hit the next floor coming up, so it would stop and let me off of it, and I got on another one.
Oh my God.
To let him go. I mean, he had those board shorts that had flames all over them.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking
yes.
about? Yeah. I can say skinny. He lives on beer and cigarettes.
Oh yeah.
Just that skinny redneck looking guy. Just,
oh my God. And in today's time, I'm not saying you didn't have a cell phone, but this is just not who you are. Somebody could have pulled out their phone and videoed that. You would be all over the internet.
That's true.
But I just heard, you can hear when what dripping from somebody's body sounds like, and then when it increases all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And it was yellow running down.
Ew,
it was just
so
like,
gross. And it probably stunk. Or he probably stunk. I'd be like, is something dripping?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I was like, where is that? And then I looked over at him, because he made that.
That is disgusting. I think the relief is the worst part of it too.
Yeah.
Like the making noise, like ugh.
And I didn't know whether he was trying to make it to his room to do that, or he was just on his way up, and then I just hit him. Yeah. I think somebody had said, you need to go sleep it off or something. Yeah. You've had enough. And then he stumbles out there. And then while he's in the elevator, just couldn't control himself.
Now, is it a common, this isn't the first time, the first time I've heard about someone peeing in an elevator, but not the first time I've heard of a guy being drunk and like getting out of bed and thinking he's out and peeing somewhere.
Yeah.
That's common?
I hear of a lot of guys doing that, like in the closet or.
Because girls don't do that. I just don't know how
My brother one time was traveling with his job, and he sleeps naked. And he stepped into the bathroom to pee in the middle of the night. And when the door closed behind him, he realized he was locked in the hall.
What?
Now, that is hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then what? I mean, he's obviously
So he said, I started freaking out. I woke up really fast, and I started freaking out. And he said, I ran to the elevator, and there was a love seat kind of thing in that elevator area. He said, I took the cushions off of that, and I put one in front of me and one behind me.
Smart thinking.
And went down to the lobby and said, I have locked myself out of my room. Can you come let me in the room?
Oh my God.
And they did. They went back up there and let him in. He said, once I get in the room, you can look at my ID to see that I belong in the room.
Yeah.
I made a mistake in my sleep. I was sleepwalking.
Good Lord.
That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of that. That's wild.
That would make me never sleep naked again if that was the case.
Oh, I know.
Just
Not in public anyway.
can't trust it.
That's great. And like video cameras in the hallway, probably. What's
Yeah.
this dude doing?
Talking about peeing in places you shouldn't. Not me, but my brother works with a guy who peed in two different places. One was into someone's boot because my brother traveled. He's an electrician. He traveled. And then the other was into a fan that sprayed onto someone.
That is
That's bad.
disgusting.
He was drunk both times.
That would be fun.
Being in a fan. Let's see where this goes. Who's hot? Gross.
Can you imagine, though, getting up, putting your boots on the next morning?
Oh my gosh.
I'm more mad about the boots than the fan. You messed up my leather boots.
The guy whose boots they were, he called himself the Hawk. You pissed in the Hawk's boot. What are you doing?
Well, that's not going to be good for no damn body.
No.
It's Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins.
Hey, it's TJ, and I am telling you what, if you haven't seen Jewelers on Main in Mooresville, you're really missing out. Beautiful, beautiful pieces with jewelry repair done in-house. You can even design your own piece of jewelry. You're going to love them. Jewelers on Main in downtown Mooresville.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. Oh, look, our new subscribe button, where you can make sure you're getting the new shows right when they're posted. Find listening options for Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, social media sites, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
When it comes to all things real estate, especially in the Lake Norman area, there is no one better than the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. We've used them for years. They're our friends, and you are going to love them. Just go to tjriggins.com/Temple Team. tjriggins.com/Temple Team.